dear me. Okay, so I just want to tell you, first of all, the title of this video is auto-generated by YouTube. Right. So I need to change it, and it was stuck in my auto-generated. So I've got some. Oh yeah, there's that. Oh, this is crazy. The devil is arresting Christians, basically. It's satanic, whatever's going on. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, this is crazy what's going on in the UK right now. So, right, I wanted to talk about something else, okay? Excuse me, I'm drinking Coke. I need to, hey, what's going on here? Hang on a minute. Where's my live feed? I'm going to change the title of this because I've been trying to get rid of this freaking 3D printing thing, because I haven't done any 3D printing for, well, a few years now, since I stopped doing my research, basically, and I don't even have that sofa anymore. So what's that doing in there? Okay, I don't have the sofa. It's gone. So YouTube, don't keep recommending freaking 3D printing. No, I am not doing any 3D printing right now. Anyway, I want to get rid of that playlist thing, that queued up one. It was queued up in my thing, and I couldn't get rid of it unless I used it. So that's what I'm using. I'm using it now so I can rename it and everything, and save. Okay, so what's going on? Why is it blank? It shouldn't be blank. I can't, it says it's working. Okay. Alright, so there's some issues. You know, remember recently I told you about my big monitor failed on me. It was flickering, right? It was going bonkers. Well, I spoke to a neighbour. I was going to fix it, right? I was going to recap it, you know. But I decided not to bother with it because it was just there was problems with the screen anyway. There was lines on the video screen, right? You wouldn't see them because I only see them because it was on the screen. So anyway, I talked to my neighbour. So I'm just giving you some updates on what's going on. And a guy has got another monitor, well, slash TV, but I don't use that. I don't use the TV. I capped off the other one, you know, capped off the antenna and filled it with plastic. So anyway, I'm going to get another monitor, a bigger one. So hopefully I can go back to HD screen captures, because that's the only benefit it has really for live streaming. So I'll be able to go back to bigger resolutions, right? Why don't I just run Flight Gear while I'm talking? Everyone seems to love Flight Gear. Yeah, but I'm in Ubuntu. I can't just update like that. I have to go to the update thing. Anyway, so I decided to get rid of the other thing, right? The one that was flickering on me and driving me nuts, and so my neighbour's got it. I've given it away because he's gonna send it to the scrap man or something, whatever he does with it. It's none of my business what he does with it. I just wanted it out of here because I was tripping over it. And anyway, he got another one. He has another one. I'm gonna get it off him tomorrow. I could have had it tonight, but it wants cleaning up because it's filthy. It looks like it's been in a workshop. It's covered in plaster dust and all sorts. Well, so anyway, I'm going to be getting that one, and which is going to be great because it's free. But well, it's only a £5, like basically free. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. As far as flight gear goes, it's been a while since I've flown it, and I really want to do some offline at some point. I would really love to do some offline. Let me just check, make sure it's still working. Well, I'm at it. While I'm talking. So we had a really good fire practice on Sunday. It actually got a bit out of control at one point. My screen was flooded with error messages saying that my the sim was overloaded. It could not res anymore because the actual sim was at its capacity, basically, right? I want panel. Is it Shift P? Yeah. So I've decided to disable that. I love the new flight gear view. It's so cool. I decided to disable that particular firefighting resolution thing because it was just crazy. It went out of control. And we have to keep constantly watching it and make sure it doesn't overload the sim, right? But we're going to be doing we've got other fire simulations, so we'll use those instead, because this particular one just went bonkers. You can see it was streamed on Sunday, and I had to reset the damn thing because, well, when the sim reaches capacity and you get a message saying unable to res HD fire, it means you can't res anything else. So you can't even res your firefighting equipment to put the fire out, right? Basically, it's like, oh, we're at capacity, you can't res anything else. So that's the reason I reset it, because we were having serious problems. And anyway, to cut a long story short, that particular fire res scenario, I recently bought it off eBay off Marketplace on Second Life, right? Well, the guy needs to sort that out, because he's closed loop. He's closed it so that you can't edit it or modify it yourself, which is really annoying when people do that. Because in the hope that they can sell another version at some point. Well, I've lost my faith in it, to be honest with you. I've lost my faith in it because it's too closed. So we'll just stick with a different brand or something, unless I talk to him and he comes to his senses. But yeah, that's what you get sometimes. Sometimes people just, it's overkill. You know, it's over the top. What else was I going to tell you? I was just giving you some updates on stuff. But yeah, summer's here, so the warmer weather's finally here. We're enjoying some quite decent weather right now, and I want to be able to go out and fly my drone, right? Well, the other day I went to fly my drone, and it did another backflip on me, and it it turned upside down and landed on the grass, and that upset me. And I thought, well, I'm not going to fly my drone today, because if it's going to do shitty stuff like that, even though I had airplane mode on, I've lost my confidence at the moment. So yeah, I'm not doing any flights at the moment until I figure out what's going on. I'm hoping somebody out there on YouTube will be able to tell me why the GPS systems are acting up just lately. Now, there's been a hell of a lot of plane crashes in the news recently. We keep hearing stories about real aircraft. We're not talking about drones and model aircraft. We're talking about the real McCoy. There are planes falling out the sky for some strange reason, and there's something weird going on. Is it geomagnetic? Yeah. Could be, because I got an error message on my C-Fly Faith Mini app telling me that there was, it said basically verbatim, there is too much there is too much magnetic interference. Please fly safely or something. Anyway, I think that's pretty accurate to what it said. And I'm thinking, what the hell is it on about? I'm outside. I'm not near any magnets, so I'm not near anything. The only possible explanation is that there's some sort of radio signals that are causing problems, and it always seems to be where I am here. It's never actually backflipped on me and landed upside down when I was on the beach, but then I've only been on the beach a couple of times really with it, so there's something weird going on around here. I just don't get it. I don't know what it is, because it's very, very random. It doesn't happen all the time. It only happens every so often, and it's usually only happens a couple of times, and the problem's gone. And I don't like it when it does stuff like that, you know, because it makes me think, well, what happens if I'm flying my drone and I'm actually over the top of somebody, or fly over someone and it goes crazy and it lands on someone? I'm going to be in deep shit. That's the reason why I'm a little bit reluctant at the moment. So I'm still doing, I'm trying to find out what's going on. I'm doing research a little bit. I'm doing some searches and time is my friend at the moment, because when you wait a while, you can often find that there's been new posts, updates, that somebody else has discovered an issue, and I'm hoping that I'm going to find out what's going on with that at some point, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Anyway, so what else are we doing? Well, I'm not flying today, but I just thought I'd check make sure flight gear is still in good working order. It seems to be. At some point I'm going to do another flight. Oh, we're on freaking low fuel as well. What the heck? I didn't select the maximum fuel, did I? Anyway, that's just an update. I'm not going to fly right now because I've got some other things to do. Right, we'll see you later. Bye for now. Oh, damn it, I've forgotten. It's not a video, is it? It's live stream.